What is the bunch and how did it get started?
We're a group of guys that have been together since the 60s. Me and my brother, we moved here in 1959 and we met people along the way. When we grew up, there was community, and I usually say, it's a village. We had a village, and everybody knew everybody. We played sports in the park. As a matter of fact, 4 of us played Little League Baseball, and we go back that far. That's when, my parents could take care of your kids, and discipline your kids. But, it was a village in Roxbury, a village in Orchard Park, a village at Cathedral, and we all came together. And we stayed together. Back in those days, we would see, there was a thing called YPF at St. Mark's, Young People Fellowship. Some of the people that come to our functions are the same people that used to go to YPF. So there were functions that we used to all go to and meet up, and again, it's the same folks. We grew fond of each other over the years, and in our events, that's one of the reasons we like to give our events, so we can see those people. People come from out of state every year at both of our functions.
That's beautiful. And I know you said it's predominantly male, so there is one woman involved, I heard.
There's one woman involved, but it's all men. And it's the men that we played sports with, went to high school with. Back in those days, our high schools were kind of separated. English High was all boys. Girls High was all girls. So, so there's all men that we actually grew up with and played sports with. Same guys are in the bunch.
That's incredible to see this brotherhood stay together over so many decades,
yes,
since the 60s. And what would you say your mission is now as a group?
Our mission is to keep going. At one time I was the baby of the bunch, and I'm 75. And we want to keep going because we really enjoy seeing the people come to our functions, people that we haven't seen over the years. The way we got started, we were going to funerals of people that we grew up with. And one day, one of the members, Azel Martin, tapped me on the shoulder at a funeral and said, "We have to do something about this. This is the only time we see people." And that was the bunch. We started the bunch after that. And it's worked well. Again, we see people. We started around Juneteenth. Juneteenth started in 1997.
Yes.
And maybe a year or two later, we started cooking out at Juneteenth. And we noticed that the people that we grew up with were coming to our concession at Juneteenth. We'd cook a little something, people would come sit with us. And after a few years, that little section that we occupied at Juneteenth was too small. So we had to move over to Plaisted just to accommodate all the folks that knew that we were going to be out there cooking out.
All right, so you just touched on it, the cookout, which started back in 1997. And this July 6th, you're going to be hosting the cookout again. Can you tell us who's invited and what can people expect?
Everybody's invited. But, we reach out to the people that we grew up with. Again, it's that camaraderie of folks that come out every year, and listen to old music, eat, and just fellowship. So, again, everybody's invited, but it's basically that bigger bunch of folks that we grew up with.
Beautiful. And where are you hosting the cookout?
The cookout is going to be over in Franklin Park, over at Plaisted, over in the White Stadium side. We've had it there for about 10, 12 years now in the same spot. So all we ask is you bring your chair.
BYOC.
Yeah, bring your chair, and we'll be there from 6 o'clock in the morning till about 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, this is an all-day affair.
All day. And we usually, it's nice to have this forum to kind of let the people know, because they're used to having our cookout late August, early September. So this is going to throw people off in July.
Okay. And you mentioned that there are other events that the bunch hosts as well. Can you tell us about some of your favorite ones?
Well, we have two events, the cookout and our annual bunch dance that we have at Florian Hall every year. We started that maybe 10, 12 years ago. And the thing is, we started the dance just to get people, together again.
Right.
And we had it at the policeman's post on American Legion Highway. Right away, we saw it was too big. The word went around that we were having the party, and there were way too many people. The management at the post, they panicked. There were cars parked on Morton Street. There were cars parked on American Legion Highway. And we knew that the next year we had to find a bigger place to have it. So my brother and a couple of other members, and even myself, we are ex-firefighters. And so we knew about Florian Hall, the firemen's club over on
right.
Florian Hall, on Hallard Street. And so we rented that, and we rented the big room. We found out right away that year that was too small. People that heard about it, they came. And so the next years, up until now, we rent the whole place. We have dancing, a DJ on one side in the big room, and we have live music, the live music is managed by Rollins Ross.
Okay.
And he brings in entertainment every year. And we're starting to see that that's a little too small too.
Oh, wow.
But there's no other place to have it that you can get that much parking. So we're going to continue to have it at Florian Hall for however long, the bunch exists.
Okay, well, I mean, if it's too small, it means that you're doing something right, right? So, but for our audiences who do want to come out to the cookout and enjoy with you, how can they do so?
Well, you can go. We have a Facebook page, the bunch, or you can contact us by email, thebunch@outlook.com, and we can give you the details. But we have a flyer with all the details on Facebook, the Bunch page. Or you can go on my page, Jerome Posey, and the details of the cookout are available there.